Hey, this is Angie with Mystic Mountain Homestead, and today I will do a video about pumpkins. So it's going to be fall soon, and this will be a great way to preserve pumpkins for pumpkin, what's it called, puree for your pumpkin soups or your pumpkin pies. So stay tuned. So, in order to have the magic of television, I have decided that I was going to do a little prep work. But normally what you're going to do is you're going to take a little pumpkin. The ones I used were actually bigger than this. They were about that big around. I decided to keep this one just for decoration because it's so darn cute. But you're going to get your pumpkin and you're going to use one of these, a potato peeler. And you're going to peel all of your skin off. And this is hard to do, so be prepared. It is hard. My husband's like, oh, it's just like doing a potato. But no, it's harder than a potato. So you're going to peel off all this. You're going to cut it. And now Honey says that you don't cut it straight down the middle. Honey says you cut it a little bit over to the side so that you next to the stem. And the reason for this is so that it's easier to cut the stem spot out. So you're going to do it there. You're going to get out all of your yucky, pulp and seeds. But save these because you can bake these on cookie sheet, and you can put salt on them for salted pumpkin seeds, or you can put cinnamon sugar, which the kids love. So you're going to save your pulp. Then you're going to cut it like you would if it were a melon. Okay, so that was the fire alarm. However, I was not burning something. Apparently, steam does the fire alarm as well. So we took care of that problem. You're going to cut this like you would a cantaloupe. Just cut it in slices and then dice it up. This is about the size that you're going to use. And you're going to make boiling water, and then you're going to add your pumpkin to the boiling water. Like I said, magic of television here. So, after you dump your pumpkin in there, it will make the boiling water stop boiling for a little bit. So you're wanting to let it start back boiling, and then just as soon as I said that, it made me into a liar because look at it, still boiling. Okay, before it didn't do that. Before it kind of cooled it down a little. So what you're going to do at that point is you're going to make a timer for 2 minutes. And you got to say timer, not like the regular on the microwave. And when that goes off, they'll be cooked. And then I'll show you where we go from there. So let's cook these pumpkin up. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is while we're waiting on the pumpkin to cook, I'm going to put the, let me move my cute little pumpkin out of the way onto my Keurig. We're going to start boiling the lids. And then what I like to do is I also like to get your jars warm. They're already clean and they're already washed, but I want them a little bit warm, and that way the heat of the pumpkin water doesn't like shock it and break it. Nobody's ever told me to do that. That's just what I've done because I think that it's important to go ahead and heat it up, and that way there won't be any problems. I'll be right back. Okay, so the timer went off, 2 minutes is over, and the thing is you need to know that this is not like gushy cooked. It is still kind of hard, and that's the way we want it to be. So we're going to take it, and we're going to add the pumpkins to the jars. And you're going to want to kind of knock it around a little. So it all fits in there good. And I just kind of guess how many jars it's going to take. It's easier to guess too big than it is to guess too little. And you want to have the pumpkin just up to this line right here. So shake it down.
What line is that again?
This ring line.
Okay.
And we'll be right back. Okay, so we filled all of these with the pumpkin. And like I said, you want to bring it up to this line right here, close to it. Then the next thing we're going to do is take the pumpkin reserve juice and we're going to fill it into the jars. So here we go. You're going to do the same thing with this. You don't want it above your lid line. So we're just going to fill it up in there. And we're going to do all of these. And then I'll let you know what we're going to do next as soon as this is done. Okay, so we put the reserve in the jars, and something that I want to make sure I let you know is that you need to make sure all the fruit is covered. That's very important. Now, some people own those little magnets, you know, that come with the, to do the jars with so that you don't burn yourself. But I don't have one because I take what I got and I make it work, which you guys know. So my husband has this handy dandy tool, which is actually a tool to get nails and stuff, but don't tell, I've got it. So that, look at that, works perfect. I knew it would. And you're gonna put the lids on the jars. And now this is very important that you know this. We're gonna put the ring on, but you only want to do it to finger tight, okay? So I have this rubber matted pot holder, but I don't know if you have one or not. But I like this because it kind of holds it still while I make it go finger tight. So that's a very important thing to realize, to remember, is finger tight only, because we're going to put this in the pressure cooker, and so if it's only finger tight, it allows pressure to still move around. So I'm going to get these done and then we'll explain the next process. I've got all my jars here and I'm ready to put them in the pressure cooker. So now here's something important to know. I put water in the pressure cooker and it's boiling, but then I took these rings that go on these jars and I put them down at the bottom, and the reason why is because you don't want the glass to touch the bottom of the pressure cooker. It's metal, it'll get too hot and it could cause them to break. So some people have those little tongy things to lower theirs down in. I just use my hands. Let's get them all in here, get them rearranged. Be careful not to burn yourself. Okay, got them in there. I'm gonna put the lid on. Well, I'm going to try to put the lid on anyway. This might be one of those bloopers videos. Angie trying to put a lid on. Oh my goodness, I can't believe this. I just had Dawn, and now, now I can't get Dawn. Okay, there we go. So, once this starts boiling...
Still not on.
I was trying to act like it was. Okay, anyway, so we'll have to have, okay, so there's a seal on there, and apparently after it gets so hot, that kind of expands a little, and you have to push down to close it. So, anyways, Mr. Betty Crocker explained that to me because he's better at this than I am. So anyways, do you see, oh look, it's coming out of the little, this is called a chimney. Do you see the steam coming out of it? No? Okay, well, it's going to come out stronger here in the next little bit. It's like boiling up. So we're going to watch for the steam, and then we're going to stick our weight on. Okay, so I hope you can see this now. This is a solid amount of steam coming up. It can't be flickering, it can't be puffing. This needs to be a solid amount of steam. When this happens, you're going to put your weight on.
Push down.
Ouch! There we go. By the way, the metal part's hot, so only use the plastic part. And once this is on, your pressure is going to start steaming up in there, and that's what's going to cook it. And so this is on for 30 minutes. It's pressurizing it, and that's why it's called a pressure cooker. So 30 minutes, and we will have canned pumpkin. We have some finished, and you want to set them out. And as you set them out, you'll hear a noise, and that will be the seal, and so you'll know that it has worked. You always want your canned good to seal. There's like a little button, and you'll hear it. It's like pop, you know, and you'll say, oh, there's one. And sometimes what I do is I lay a towel out and I put all the stuff on them all at once, and then you'll hear pop, there's one, pop, there's another, but they're not all done till every one of them is popped. And then you want to make sure that you label what it is and date what it is, and then store it up. So later this fall, we will be able to pull these out and make pumpkin puree for all of your favorite recipes, like pumpkin pie, pumpkin bread, pumpkin muffins, and we're going to try pumpkin soup this year. So have a great day. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and ding that little bell. Sorry it's been so long since I've been here, but the honey did the last one, and I decided I better come back on. You guys take care.